my tongue, it's a bad habit. Kinda mad that I didn't take a stab at it. Thought you were too good for me, my dear. Never gave me time of day, my dear. It's okay, things happen for reasons that I think are.
I wanted to look a little bit more proper today, in case that my parents are peeking. So my parents came over yesterday to check up on Onibro. So my dad was asking Onibro questions, and while my mom was like asking me questions. I look over, right? And then I see Onibro like waving his hands. I think he's like pointing to like the studio lights and the camera and everything. My dad's a curious person. He likes to like understand what we do, and even if he doesn't understand, he likes to be like a part of it. But I know Onibro will not spill the beans. I know that for a fact. So when I was looking at him, I didn't even think for a second that he was telling the whole truth. I'm pretty sure he was just like making up some bullshit, or like, oh, this is the camera angle and the light angle. We're gonna do like this is it's the 3D and like tracking and whatever. Right? He's probably making up some kind of shit, right? And my mom just asking me like other things, like, oh, how are you guys doing? Are you eating well? Do you need me to make dinner? This and that, just typical things that mothers would worry about. So we finish, right? And then we reconvene, right? And then both my parents come to my desk, because I was sitting on my desk. I thought they were going to talk to Onibro, so I went to sit on my desk. So my dad was like, so I kind of understand what Onibro does, right? So what do you do? Because I tell him that I do the lip service. Like, I am the one that creates the business connection, and he's the one that like sells the product, or like he has the product and I sell the product. And then my mom was like, I see. And then my dad legit out of nowhere was like, so are you one of the anime girls? And I panicked. I thought they were buying my whole entire story. I was like a businesswoman, and then Onibro was doing some kind of programming, and I sell this program. I thought we were in the clear. So I fucking caved, okay? I went from telling them 50% of the truth to I fucking showed them everything. I was like, so this is my OBS, and this is where I control all my audio stuff and all my scenes, and you can see my scenes, and you can see my cooking setup, and this is how I do my cooking setup. I usually put my TV out, and then I plug my computer to my TV, and then this is where I put this is why I have my camera here, my table is here, this is why my lights are doing, so I usually cook like this. See, it's really cool, right? And I wear this when I'm cooking. It's blue because of like, this is my model. Look, my model has toggles. I literally was just like, well, Onibro told them. Like, at that moment, I thought Onibro told them. And I'm like, okay, well, if Onibro deemed it that it's okay to tell them, then I'm going to tell them too. So I went to go like, oh, this is Iron Mouse. And then I had Twitch open. So I was like, oh, this is my friend. This is my friend. This is my friend. This is my friend. They're all anime. This is my friend. And I was like showing them like everybody who was currently online on my follow list on Twitch and everything. And then I showed them yesterday's collab tidbits of it and stuff like that. And then they were like, okay, cool. And basically, the verdict is they didn't yell at me. And apparently, after I told them like everything, my mom just kind of turned to my dad to say something. And my mom said, damn, honey, you were right. She is an anime girl. That means I thought my mom was the sharp one, because she was the one that asked me if I created content on YouTube like some months back. So I thought my mom was the one that caught up. My dad was the one that caught on. She talked to my dad like, you're right, honey. She is an anime girl. You guessed right.
Sad.
And my dad was like, I freaking knew it. I could have guessed from so long. I kind of knew it already. I think my dad pieced it together because like I said, I did show my parents Iron Mouse when I go visit on the weekends and stuff. So I think he remembers that. And then plus that, with TwitchCon, with me kind of like, working during holidays, just with the bullshit that we make up, I feel like he kind of pieced it together. So my dad is sharp. My dad actually has been paying attention, which is kind of cute. So because I assumed Onibro told them everything, that's why I caved and told them everything. So after I walked them out the door, I came back and I asked Onibro, I'm like, did you tell them? And he was like, tell them what? And I'm like, did you tell them that, like, what specifically we were doing? And he was like, no, I was just telling him about like mocap and like lights, camera, like angles and stuff. And I'm like, You, you didn't tell them?